The major change in Austria was the introduction of Andrea.
You are on the medium tires?
I enjoyed it, felt like good to me.
Qualifying, first of all. You know, that was Rivera going through, and he's half a second faster.
We need rain, it's going to be the only thing that'll save us. So even if it's like a heavy downpour, I don't come into the pits.
We have started the 4 hours of Red Bull rain.
And a big spin and a huge accident at turn 3.
You can see it in the mountains at the back, there's heavy rain coming. Oh wow.
The water is pouring off the screen now. All the grip's got compared to a lap ago.
You've got to stop for this.
This is about crazy.
Because there was the risk of Michael getting lapped, we decided to pull in Richie quite early after 1 hour of Michael's driving time.
Very good battle developing in the GTE part of the field.
Richard, there's not quite enough room there, is
Here
there?
comes the Ferrari again on the fight
Wow.
back. Elbow out on the right-hand side.
Finally makes it paper.
There you
That was
go.
spirited defence there.
Really
well
good.
done, sir.
Absolutely.
We like a bit of that.
Like to see plenty more of that.
Pro 93 on the 5, driver change to Michael, he told us.
We had to bring Michael into the car a second time to finish his driving time because he has to do 1.5 hours in the car. And at that point, things changed dramatically.
Information to the pit lane. The safety car driver is informing us that there are some raindrops falling.
Oh, very dark skies on.
This is a good time to have one of the pro drivers out.
Michael was in the car, he was driving with the slick tires.
And I remember saying to Richie all week, I was like, yeah, we need some rain. And he was like, yeah, if it comes at the right time. And then it started raining.
We are declaring the track wet.
First, I mean, it was just here and there some drops on the track, so we were quite confident that it was manageable for him.
And then the rain started to come a bit harder, and then it was getting a bit slippery and slick coming out of turn 1.
Michael, turn 1, it's very, very slippery. We just have to survive now, so be careful, be careful.
And this is where the narrative of the race could be thrown completely out from what we've been tracking so far. It may all be down to when you are next due to pit.
We always know that if it rains too much, the prototype will start to have aquaplaning before us. And we try to stay out as long as possible and hope that there will be a safety car, and we save one pit stop. So it was a bit of a gamble.
Auf der Geraden, ne?
The rain was getting more and more, and you know, at some point I was like, "Whoa, this is quite some rain now."
Oh wow.
The water is pouring off the screen now.
Heavy rain. Copy, copy. Stay on track. Be careful, stay on track.
We have heavy rain in sector 1, heavy rain.
Lots of water on the track, very slippery.
Inter's going on the 65, which is an important thing to note here.
We had problems with the traction, the rear end stepping out almost every single turn.
There's the 60 in the wall. That's turn 7, isn't it?
We have one car out.
But I want a safety car.
There's also been a moment for the Aston Martin of TF Sport as well. Straight on at the first corner.
5. What we do? If you can survive, 4 laps.
This is about crazy. Copy, copy. We just have to survive.
The message was, stay out, survive. And then the rain really came down.
And at this point, Arne told him, "Okay, mate, you just have to stay out. At one point, somebody's gonna do a mistake. It's just a question, who is that person going to be? And hopefully it's not gonna be us."
This is fucking hard. Michael, stay out, stay out. Can't even steer the thing. I'm complaining here, dude.
There's a full rotation for Richard Bradley.
Yellow flags D1, yellow flags D1.
There were like rivers all over the track. There were like really wet patches, and it was almost impossible to drive with slick tires.
Many other drivers saying, enough is enough, we need intermediate tyres at this point.
We box first, just Inter. We box for Inters. Just tires.
Michael, you can box. We go for Inters quickly. Guys, Inters, 52.
So the call on tyres here is going to be a critical one. They're not just going to be looking for how wet it's getting, it's how long it stays that way.
Michael, We're staying car, only tires, only tires.
Because what you don't want to be doing is to make a choice that's going to give you 2 unscheduled tyre stops. There's the result of someone else 65 off. Oh, there's another car going off.
Safety car go.
I got safety cars, safety cars, safety cars.
As it plays out, of course, Murphy's Law, when we called him in and he just came into the pits, I think 3 or 4 LMPs went off in turn 5.
So at the end it was 1 lap too early to box, and the theoretical strategy before the race would have been perfect. But at that point it's a safety decision. I mean, there is no reason to put the car in the wall.
And now his actual task was to catch the safety car, to get back into the train so that the race could be restarted.
Guys, this is the road. All over the shop here. I can stay out, safety car. Just try to use the brakes to warm up the tires.
And for him it was even difficult to follow the safety car with the intermediate tires. So I think that we did this 1 lap too early, but on the other hand we quite risk a lot with putting the intermediate tire on and not the rain tire.
The rain was coming down so heavy, it was full wet. That was the correct tire, and I was really struggling with the intermediates.
They are not catching the queue, they are all driving at 60.
Almec, can we take up the pace or there is 55 that is blocking us? Oh, we are a bit struggling. Michael, we need you to close the gap as possible. Stay safe and close the gap, please push. I'm trying my best, man.
Car 93, increase your pace.
Try to pick up the pace and slowing down everybody behind. Now we have to push. No, we're taking now, but we have to push.
Race control is rating through to Arne, speed up out there. He was rating through to me, going, you need to speed up. And I was like, I'm absolutely trying my best here. If I speed up, there was the danger that I would go off the track. We had done so well up to this point. We were in a good position. I just had to keep the car on track.
So I was actually in the garage and I was like, whoa, this is crazy here.
1 more safety car lap. So no worries, just stay safe.
Arne, if you can, it is clearing over there. If you can stay on Inters.
Stay on Inters, make a driver change and survive with the Inters.
Exactly. Because if not, we have to do 2 times. Let's again.
Okay guys, we stop now. Fuel and driver change. Fuel and driver change, tires stay on. Michael, box this up. Driver change, driver change.
Jesus Christ. Wow, that was fucking scary. It was crazy how many cars went off. Jesus Christ, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't hit the brakes, couldn't turn it.
So we did a driver change to Felipe, and at this point it was still raining so crazy that I thought we might put Felipe on rain tires here to be safe. But Arne actually made the decision not to do that and gamble a little bit, because we knew our speed wasn't good enough to fight for the top places, so we had to take some risks.
Yeah, I saw, but also he's got fulls on though, right? Full wets? Same tires. That's crazy. Full wet for sure. That is full wet for sure.
Car 93, can you please push a little bit more?
Okay, they have to increase the pace as much as possible to stay on track. It's difficult, but try. Okay, sorry guys, this was a little bit scary. Maybe no problem, survive.
Anybody that was on anything other than full wet race rubber is now on full wet race rubber, as this rain does not look like going away very quickly.
Tail is here, we're here, so we're catching up at least.
We have the tail now, so survive. Keep an eye on the fuel. We need to finish with this tire, with this fuel, the end of the race.
The decision was clear that, okay, now we have safety car laps, we save fuel, that at one point there was enough safety car laps done that with a very lean mapping we could actually finish the race.
A little bit 1 hour to go, so keep an eye on the fuel. We're currently in P5. The Ferrari behind you is a P6.
Safety car in at the end of this lap. Safety car in at the end of this lap.
Green flag come out now.
Felipe, you're the same pace or even faster than the full wet, so no need to take more risk. So keep this pace.
It's actually the remaining time with the fuel left. Yeah. So it will be very hard. Yeah, okay.
What happened was we were in a fight with the Iron Danes.
Drive-through penalty car 83 for crossing the white line at pit entry.
It's a drive-through penalty for the 83 car, the Iron Dames car.
Felipe Larza is on the tail of Rahel Fry anyway, so we'll get the position just as soon as she pits for the drive-through.
83 has a drive-through, so don't fight with them. 83 has a drive-through, they will lose 22 seconds to you.
Rahel Frey actually crossed the white line on the pit exit, which meant that they got a drive-through penalty, which then put us in P4 and the Iron Dams right behind us. But we had a 20-second lead.
If it's drying up too quick, they can change tire, and they have to make a pit stop anyway.
When she went into the pits, she changed then to slick tires.
30 Sekunden hinter uns, ne? Aber nur 6 Runden. Mit 3 Sekunden schneller kannst du noch rankommen.
But because she was at the correct tire at the correct time, she really catch up to Felipe quite quick.
Felipe is doing brilliantly, but obviously not doing the same times as the dry tires. So much so that she's gaining 3 seconds a lap on us. And she starts reeling Felipe in, catching him, 3 seconds a lap, 3 seconds a lap.
After this we have 4 laps, but it's very close, eh?
Clear enough to go, 3. Gap to P5 is now 4 seconds.
I think it was the third last lap, and we just knew he was a sitting duck.
Rahel Fry getting ahead of Felipe Larza.
And we were like, okay, well, you know, we're going to have to settle for 5th place.
It's raining a little bit.
It's raining all over. Please be careful. We are on the last lap.
Okay, more rain. Last lap.
On the very last lap, it started raining again. So now she's out on slick tires. Felipe's out on the intermediate tires, and the race comes to us again.
Come on, Raquel, we can do it. This is the last lap. Felipe, engine number 4, full attack. track. We're on standby for the hit you had.
There was a contact, both went into the gravel. I guess we were just the lucky ones that we got out of the gravel again.
The 83 car's off the road at the
Last
end
lap.
and will not finish this race. They've not crossed the line.
Goodness me.
But Philippe managed to get out of the gravel pit and finish the race in P4.
Now we're waiting to see if we're going to incur a penalty for causing a collision.
War nicht meine Absicht, sorry. War nicht meine Absicht. Normally this is a black and white flag. Eh? It's just because they were on slick, so they were limited with grip. It was not heated. Guys, no further action with P4.
Fucking legend.
At the end we were also a bit lucky because the last laps it started to rain again, and the people who then changed to slick for the end of the race struggled again, so it was really a lot of gambling and strategy.
We did everything correct. It was a good P3, could be also P2 and P3, fighting for.
We're getting closer to that podium.
No, we're at the end, first we have to make our homework. This weekend we made our homework. And now we were limited not by fucking up ourselves, we were limited because the top speed.
Thank you so much for everything. This weekend was amazing. The way he performed this weekend was because he had confidence, and he had also somebody, you always came to him and spoke to him about the session, and that's what we actually need, because he knows that he has to learn. We don't have to tell him that he still needs to make progress. He knows it himself, but to have somebody that helps him go step by step and not like from A to C, you have to go from A to B to C.
And Andrea gives like the small, like the whisper in my ear, maybe we can try this, or I have a question, we do this or this, and I'm okay, and then.
And I also like it that he's always like he's there, and he lets you do your job, and he's only like advising, but he's not like let's do this and.
No, he's a very calm person.
I love this weekend. Like this is the way to go for me.
So looking at Red Bull in general, I think the race weekend was very, very positive for all of us. Andrea came in and he managed to help the team to develop and make one step further. You could see that Michael was very, very confident. He was driving at another level this weekend. I think he made a big step. Now everyone is eager to get to France to show the real potential of the team. I think Michael is really, really looking forward to go back there and prove everyone that this was a one-off.
Are you okay? Fuck man, that was scary.
Fuck, sorry bro.
It is what it is.
It was part of the journey, and he definitely learned from that, but I think he can't wait to go back to France and maybe get our first podium there.